Ladies, you know one of the biggest way for men to ruin a woman's life is to give her kids. Yes, give her kids. And a lot of time men stay with a woman and give her multiple kids. And the more kids you have with a man, it's more difficult for you to survive as a woman on your own. Yeah, very difficult. Because those kids are gonna set you back. Gonna make life harder because you need to take care of them. Alright, so when you're with a man, stop listening to this nonsense, but I love you. It's a lie. It's a damn lie, ladies. It's a lie. Stop listening to it. Right? If a man is telling you that he loves you, but his action is not saying it, stop buying that nonsense. Right? Men will ruin you. And how they do it? They give you kids and walk away and leave you with those kids. Right? They destroy you. Right? A lot of you say, well, you can have kids and still become successful. Some people do. Yes. But honestly, they got help from someone. Either their mom or their dad. They did not do it with 4 or 5 kids on their own.
Men do not have your best interest. Instead of working on themselves and elevating themselves, they would rather ruin you. I was tagged in a video, which it was a joke, it was a skit by a couple of the woman standing in the kitchen being like, the gym is making her look a little too good, making her look like she's out of my league. Pans over to the man, he's like handing her ice cream or high calorie fattening food because he wants her to be less beautiful, because he is threatened by her beauty. And this we see across the board. Men don't feel like enough, and oftentimes men are not enough for the women that they are around. The women around them are settling for less simply because they want proximity to relationship and romance, but these men are okay with that. They want to ruin you. We see this often when a woman is becoming more successful within her career, and then all of a sudden she's pregnant. All of a sudden a man wants to get married. All of a sudden he wants to have kids at the peak of her career. They do this to dismantle you. They do this to knock you down. They do this so that the attention comes off of you and onto them. It is a form of control. There is a reason they are so upset by women choosing to be single and to be child-free, because then in that way, they're not able to control those women.
In today's video, we are talking about how a man can ruin your life. How he can destroy it. Yes, a man can completely change the direction of your life when you choose the wrong one. Sometimes the biggest mistake isn't loving him, it's building your entire future around someone who has never prepared to love, respect, or support you properly. Yeah, the wrong man can drain your peace, destroy your confidence, manipulate your emotions, waste your time, and make you feel alone even while you're in a relationship. And one of the hardest things is when children are involved. You may think having children will bring you closer, strengthen the relationship, or make him take the relationship seriously. But if he's already selfish, irresponsible, controlling, or emotionally unavailable, children may only make the situation harder to escape. Like, don't have children with someone simply because you love him today. Love can be beautiful, but choosing the wrong person can turn your peace into a long life struggle. Choose carefully, not just for yourself, but for the future you are creating. Let's get further into the video.
Never trust a man that plays a victim. These are the type of men that do not know how to communicate, and they don't understand the importance of mental stimulation. They will never be able to accept accountability for their actions because they're going to blame other people. These type of men are extremely insecure. These type of men will physically and or emotionally abuse you. Like, they will punch you or call you out your name and then blame you for their actions. These type of men do not like to be confronted when they're wrong. They will resort to violent actions or excessive violent verbal aggression. They will victimize you and play the victim. They never change because they don't think they are the problem.
One, every job you get, you lose it. Because he keep you up all night with all that arguing, all that fussing, fighting all night. You go to work half sleep, half doing your job, and you end up fired. Number two, he always accuse you of cheating when you ain't doing nothing. A man can't speak to you unless you sleeping with him. You can't have no friends. You can't go nowhere. You come home late from work. He think you been with a man. You can't win for losing. Number three, he start stalking you. He start following you. The more he stress you out, the more you can't focus on where you need to go in your life. He gonna keep the pressure on you because he know if you can't think about yourself, you're gonna lose yourself. And he think that if you lose yourself, you're gonna come back and ask him for help. Number four, just because you left him alone, he scandalize your name. He tell everybody you a hoe. Tell everybody you no good. You never did nothing for me. I did everything for her. I was a good man. I took care of the kids, took care of all the bills. He want everybody to think he a good guy, so everybody can think you wrong for leaving a good man alone.
You better not take a chance on that broke ass man knowing you know better. See, one thing you have to understand, if you're 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, unless that man is recently being released from prison, that man has no reason to be broke. He's a loser. He'll probably die a loser. And even if you take him and you level him up and you teach him what colognes to wear and how to get his hair cut and how to keep up on his hygiene, you could fill out your resume for him. Do you know that this girly man will start to resent you because you leveled him up? Do you know that he will take everything that you taught him, run back to his comfort zone in poverty and the ghetto and take the chick that's on Section 8 and give her the man that you've built from scratch? He's a bum. You're taking a chance on a loser. He never had any ambition. And so this is the scariest part. Not only did you level him up to leave you for her, you leveled him up. And now he's giving somebody the version of him that you've created. He hates the fact that you know it all. He hates the fact that you taught him everything. He hates the fact that he secretly compares to you and you don't even look at it like a competition. He'll beat you up psychologically and physically because secretly he hates the fact that you took a chance on him.
You men are the problem. These women come into your lives loving you, respecting you, being patient, believing in things you never ever materialize, yet you call them the problem. They got with you when you had nothing. They believe in your lies. Then you break them and call them broken. And when they start to have standards for themselves, you call them bitter. When they no longer want to talk to you, oh, she's upset. She can't forgive the past. What do you mean? How many times does she forgive you over and over and over? You men are the problem. Then you complain about the women you create. That woman gave you her mind, her body, her time, yet you treated her like you hated her. Ladies, stop allowing these men to try to control you. They've done nothing for you. They haven't elevated you. They haven't loved you, adored you, and respected you. Match their energy. If you want to be disrespectful, you be disrespectful. Match their energy. And set standards and boundaries in your life. If a man can't love you, he gotta go. If he can't provide for you, he gotta go. If he doesn't adore you, he has to go. You men are the problem. You're breaking these women, and then when they set standards for themselves, you call them bitter, angry, and upset. Ladies, never allow a man that has done nothing for you to try to control you. Fall so deep in love with yourself that nothing else matters. All praises due to the Most High. All praises.
And sometimes the person who is destroying your life is not your enemy. Like, it's not your enemy from a distance. It's the man standing beside you, calling himself your partner. You know, a man may be trying to ruin you when he constantly tears down your confidence, makes you feel worthless, or convinces you that nobody else will love you. And he may isolate you from your friends and family, control your decisions, manipulate your emotions, yes, or make you feel guilty whenever you try to stand up for yourself. And another warning sign is when he deliberately keeps you dependent on him while doing nothing to help you grow. He may discourage your dreams, become jealous, become jealous of your success, sabotage your opportunities, or make you feel threatened whenever you start becoming independent. And I think you should really pay attention when a man repeatedly disrespects you, breaks promises, lies to you, humiliates you, or creates problems and then somehow makes everything your fault. Constant confusion is not always love. It can be manipulation. And especially careful when he pressures you into having children before you are ready, because children can create a lifelong connection between two people. If the relationship isn't already and if the relationship is so unhealthy, having children may make living much more complicated. You should know that. A healthy man should not be threatened by your growth. He should want to see you become stronger, wiser, happier, and more successful. So you should be careful with the people you date. And if this message has opened your eyes, don't ignore the signs. Sometimes walking away from the wrong person is the first step towards saving yourself. Yes, protect your peace, protect your future. Never lose yourself trying to keep someone who is determined to break you. If you agree, like, comment, and share this video with someone who needs it to, someone who needs to hear this. Yes, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Bye.